Yeah, turn the light.
Let's go.
Can you not see it?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh yeah, you can see it. They're not gonna be able to see it. Just no, honey. Listen, just turn the lights on. I'll just stand up and show them. It's no big deal.
You turn on the lights real quick. I'll just turn this down.
That's not going to do any good, though, for this, honey. It's not, see what I mean? It's not going to work. Go turn the lights back on, and let's go. It's no biggie. All right, I'm going live.
Okay.
Oh, hey, guys. Am I live? I think I'm live. Hold on, y'all. Trying to mess with this. Hold on. Hey guys! I forgot my audio was on, y'all. I'm so stupid. We were trying to do this like dark because my shirt, my jack-o'-lantern shirt, is glow in the dark. But you can't. Hold on. Now the light's out. Hold on. Can you see? You can't really see it. So, well, that's just blue.
I think you need to spray some light on it first, and then it'll glow. That's the way the toys worked back in the day.
This isn't 1970, honey. All right, hi guys. Hey, hi there, ho there. You guys see my earrings? Okay, this one goes the right way, the eyeball, but this eyeball doesn't want to go the right way, so I'm gonna have to take it apart and try to fix it. Honey, you can't see it. Turn
It's
that light back
Halloween.
on.
You can see you.
Honey,
I can see you.
turn it back on.
Really?
Yeah, really. I'm trying to show them. So this one's green. Ow. Whoa. And this one's blue. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you, old lady Snoop. Okay. Hey, Pat. Hey, Kim. Who else? Hey, CPO. Hey, Susan. Hey, Ann.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, I am. Mr. D says hi. Hey, Tin. What's up? What's up? Hey, Grumpy Owl. Yeah, UV flashlight would have worked. Exactly.
Okay, we're done with the video, so we can do that after tonight.
Okay. Okay, so hubby apparently just got done with editing the Murdoch family video, so that'll be up tonight or tomorrow. I don't know. How's everybody doing? Good week? Bad week?
And I put chapters in it too. That's the good thing.
Okay, well that'll be cool to see if it works.
Oh, it will.
Okay. Alright, pay no attention to the hair. I'm trying to decide. Okay, so I play this little head game with myself periodically. Not periodically. Every time I get my hair dyed. And I'm like, do I want to let it go gray or do I want to dye it? That's the stage that I'm at once again today. Do I want to dye it or do I want to just let it go gray? So it's just pissing me off, so I threw it back. Plus it's like 800 degrees outside because, you know, the DMV area and all. We can't seem to, no one's gotten the message through that it's fall, so apparently it's summertime here. So yeah. Thank you, old lady Snoop. Love you too, honey. I love the earrings too. I'm gonna take, wait, it's this one. I'm gonna take this one off and like try to fix it because it needs to be like it's wonky or something. It's probably just because I'm wonky. That's what it is. What can I say? What can I say? Thank you, Pat. Thank you. No, gray. I know, right? I keep thinking, like, every time I go through this, I'm like, I'm going to be 80 one day, and I'll be okay being gray. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be gray in my 50s. Like, what the hell? I don't want to do it, y'all. I always do this, and then watch, I'll dye my hair in the next couple days because it just pisses me off, but that's a mess. Hey, Darlene, hello, hello. Long week for me, no reason why. I understand. I am. Yes, a little old 80-year-old gray-haired lady. That's what I'll be one day, except I won't be little because I'm like tall. I'm the little one in the family, though. Can you believe that? I'm the shortest one in the family. Well, Mom and Daddy were short because of their polio. But my sister's 6 foot. My brother's like, I don't know, 9 foot tall or something. And then I'm the little shrimp at 5'10". True story. Hey, Bree, what's happening? Thank you, honey. Thank you. Aw, thank you. Yeah, in case you didn't get to see, I have on my jack-o'-lantern shirt that's supposed to glow in the dark, but of course, it didn't work. So, and this is as dressed up as it's getting this year. It is so freaking hot. It was 80 here, but 2 days and the high is in the 40s. Oh, wow. I'm 5 foot nothing. Short people got no reason to live. Sorry, I used to sing that to my mother-in-law. She was this little teeny lady. And I would always sing that to her, and she would get that Texas accent, and she would get so pissed. She'd be like, that song shouldn't even be legal. She used to get so mad, you guys. She was so little. Okay, here's a second question. Do you visit with family that have passed on ever? Hey, Renee. Hey, honey. Hi. You imagine me as 5'4"? No, I'm tall. Excuse me. The question that you asked about me connecting with family is yes and no. Like, I try really hard not to abuse my gifts. You know what I mean? So I don't like go out of my way to connect with family. Now, my cousin Timmy is a perfect example. I think I will try to connect with him. Everything just happened so quickly with him, and his funeral was Tuesday. I didn't go. I spoke to my aunt. I spoke to my cousins. I spoke to Timmy's girlfriend. I didn't get to speak to Tammy, Timmy's twin sister. But she kind of has, like, over the years, just totally, like, distanced herself from, like, the entire family. Like, she still would go by Timmy's house and help him and stuff because, you know, he was handicapped from his accident 11 years ago. He was paralyzed from the waist down 11 years ago in a car accident. He was thrown out of his car, and they couldn't find him. It was raining. It was horrible out, and he ultimately ended up paralyzed. And so, yeah. Anyway, so I haven't spoken to her. It's been a rough week. Much better this week than last week, but the majority of this week has been really rough. And then my blood pressure keeps dropping out, which I'm wondering, I don't know if there's any connection between being sad and depressed, you know, and my blood pressure dropping out. I don't think there is, because all the other times it's dropped out, it just randomly drops out, you know. So I don't think it has anything to do with that. But y'all, I made the damn mistake of looking at my text messages between Timmy and I, and that just, I shouldn't have. It just upset me. You know, I'm glad that he's in a better place now. He's able to walk again. He's with his dad. He's with his brother who passed. He's with his baby sister that he never really got to know. Yeah, so, you know, it sucks. Like, I'm telling you, I've lost a lot of cousins, right? I have a huge family. I've said that before. And this one is just really kicking my butt. I think because I was close to Timmy, because we kept in touch, because, you know, we both went out of our way to keep in touch. And it's been rough. And then I find out, I don't even remember what the hell day it was. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't know. I find out that one morning that one of my cousins on my dad's side, he's the second cousin, found out that our aunt had passed in July. It was my dad's last living sibling, and she passed at the end of July, and nobody bothered to frickin' let us know. Then I contacted another cousin from daddy's side who lives in out in Virginia, out past us a ways. I contacted him thinking he didn't know, to let him know that, hey, our aunt passed. And he's like, oh yeah, I knew about that. So another cousin of ours contacted him and his brother and his sister, but nobody ever thought to frickin' let me or my brother or my sister know. How effed up is that? And when I was talking to my cousin who initially told me all this, I was like, that is just so screwed up on so many levels. And he's like, I know. He's like, it's insane. And the only reason he found out, okay, was he hadn't heard from her aunt, right? I think the last time I spoke to her was me and my sister had spoken to her. But it was like a year ago or so, or a year and a half ago. We weren't close. We didn't keep in close touch with her. But she was the last living sibling of daddy. So, you know, and he decided to start doing some research, and he found her freaking obituary. So then he called our aunt, who is our dad's brother's wife, who herself is up there in age and has issues. And she said, oh yeah, I found out about it through somebody else like 2 months after she died. Dysfunction. Can we say dysfunction, people? And it's just so sad because, you know, it's even worse because it's daddy's side of the family and there's so few of us still around. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, we're not talking about this bullshit anymore. I don't want to talk about all this sad, wussy stuff. So we're going to like keep on keeping on. What about your old ancestors, like 5 times great-grandparents? Oh, if I contact them? No, I haven't. I could, but I haven't. I just try not to, like, I almost feel like I'm taking advantage of it. You know what I mean? I'm just trying not to do that. Hey, Tammy, what's happening, mama? What's up? Thank you, old lady Snoop. I don't feel great, but thank you. Thank you, Bree. I appreciate it, honey. Like, that is the worst. I didn't find out my brother-in-law passed for a month because my sisters could not be bothered. See, that's just so screwed up. Like, how? Just so screwed up, right? Hey, Latuan, what's up, mama? What's happening? Hey, Lindsay, what's up? That is effed up. That happened to me too this year. Are you serious? Like, what is wrong with our stupid, dysfunctional family members? What the heck? Ultimate Dorito. Hi, Victoria. Did you hear about the Maine mass shooting? Gunman is still on the run. We are all shook up. Things like this don't happen here. Would love to know any insights you might have. Hey, Ultimate Dorito. Let me first say I am so sorry. Yes, I have heard about that, which normally I don't hear about these kind of things, you know, but it happened to pop up on my phone. It's so sad. So freaking sad. So I was getting a couple of things with him. I was getting some strange things with him. Okay, the first thing I was getting was that he wasn't dead, but he wasn't alive. And I know that makes zero sense, and I don't know why I'm seeing that, but that's what I'm seeing. So I don't know if if he's in the process of trying to end his life or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I was also seeing tons of water. I don't know if he's in the water. I don't know. It was also... Okay, so let me tell you, I saw the article that popped up on my phone that was talking about it. It said that he had been having mental health issues. So I was definitely feeling mental health issues for sure, okay? But I was also feeling like he was connected to this, like directly connected to this, okay? What I mean by that is, you know, these sicko people out there that go into these places and shoot the places up. You know, they usually just pick a place and go in and shoot the place up, right? I feel like this guy was connected, okay, to both of these places. And I don't know why I felt that way. It was like a bowling alley and a restaurant. I don't know. I don't know why I feel like he's connected to it. I don't know. Did he work there? Did he know the owners? I don't know. But that's what I was getting. So, but the weird thing was when I, okay, let me take it back. Let me roll it back. Okay. So when I say mental health, okay, normally you think like, you know, mental health, like schizophrenia, you know, you're hearing voices and stuff like that. I don't feel like that was the problem. I feel like more of it being like depression, you know, and I don't mean like, first of all, I don't mean to take depression lightly because come on, we all know depression is serious, okay? So I don't mean that. I mean, it's like something upset him and he went into like a downward spiral pretty quickly, right? And he's just never come back up out of that downward spiral, being upset and sad and depressed. So I don't feel like it's like he's hearing voices per se, or like he has bipolar. I feel like this was something that he was sad and depressed, and there's some kind of connection though with him and these locations. Or at least one of the locations. There's a connection. I feel it. I feel that connection. So I don't know if I'm just making this shit up. Okay, so let's just say like his great uncle, you know, owned one of the places or something. I feel like there's some sort of connection there. Like he has a personal connection. And I could be totally wrong. But I don't feel like, how do I say this? I don't feel like I would be too worried about him like going somewhere else and killing a bunch more people, if that makes any sense. Like I don't feel like that threat is there. Is that because he's gone? I don't know, because I'm getting both. I'm seeing him, you know, close to the inner square. I'm seeing him out of, you know, inside and outside. So I don't know what that means. I know that didn't really give you any information, but that's what I'm getting, you know? And I'm going to be totally honest with what I'm getting, and that's what I'm getting. Hi, Victoria, we love you and your husband. Lindsay, thank you. It's a hard phone call to make, though. I never want to make that call, but I know it's inevitable. Did I miss something, Tin? Sorry, I probably missed something. I apologize. Do you think he's schizophrenic? No. I could be totally wrong, but I don't feel like this is like this horrible mental health issue that he had. You know what I mean? I feel like it's something that came on fairly recently, and I don't feel like it's like life-changing like that, other than I do feel like serious depression. But yeah, I don't feel like the extent of like schizophrenia. You know what I mean? Like how that would affect him. I could be totally wrong though, you guys. I think they said he was on a boat, but I may be confusing two different stories. Oh, Wow. Maybe that's why I see water. He was committed for 2 weeks for threatening to shoot up an army base, so he wasn't in his right mind, and there are suspicions he escaped via boat. Oh, he frequented them, yes. Love the bowling alley. It makes no sense. Wow, okay. Okay, he frequented. But did he, like, know these people that he was shooting at? Is that the connection? I don't know. 10, you're right, they think he took a boat. Wow. Multiple personalities. Could be. It could be, but for some reason, it just doesn't feel like it's like something that life-changing. You know what I mean? I feel like something came on, something upset him, something changed, and he's been dealing with whatever that was, you know? But like I said, I could be totally wrong, but I don't feel like it's like schizophrenia or multiple personality or bipolar. I don't feel like it's anything like that. I feel like something brought it on initially, you know? So what that was, I don't know. That's all I'm getting, and I'm going to tell you what I see and what I'm getting, even though sometimes, there's a lot of times, you guys, that I get stuff and it doesn't make sense. And it makes no sense. And so in my mind, I'm like, why am I getting that? That makes no damn sense. That can't be related. That can't be this. And I second guess it and I doubt it. And generally I'm wrong. So, like, doubting it, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Because generally what I get is what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying that, like, it's not me, people. I don't take any credit for it. I'm just the vessel. You know, please don't think I'm patting myself on the back, because I'm totally not. That's not what I mean by any means. But yeah, it never makes sense, right? And I'm sure everybody feels that way, but I'm babbling at this point. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate the insight. Anytime, sweetie, anytime. Divorce. Oh. Did he get divorced? Is that what sent him off? He owns a boat and they were searching the river today. Wow. Wow. You know what's weird is, what is that a-hole's name? Oh my God, I can't think of his name. Him and his Gabby Petito, right? Her boyfriend that killed her. I felt the same way with him. It was, I didn't feel like he was dead, but I didn't feel like he was alive. So I don't know why. I don't know. There were rumors someone cheated on him and that he thought people were talking about him behind his back. He's also lost a job near the shootings. None of this is confirmed, so take it with a grain of salt. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it makes no sense, you guys. Like, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the answer is. You know, a lot of people want to say, oh, gun control, we need to ban all the weapons. But you ban the weapons and then they just use a knife or their car, or, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I mean, is mental health the overwhelming issue with all these mass murders, with all these serial killers? Like, is that, you know what I mean? Is that, I don't know. It's just so effed up, you guys. It's so fucked up. Excuse my French, but it is. Y'all know it is. Okay. Yeah, I actually had him. His name's Robert Card. I actually had mass shooter that killed 18 people. Wow. Okay. So let's go over my dreams. All right, y'all. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? I'm still dreaming about the little blonde-haired girl. Still dreaming about the two girls that resemble each other that I'm thinking are probably sisters or cousins. They're in a decent, like a nice bedroom, but they're like, there's like chains on the wall, chains on the floor, and they're like chained up. But you can tell it's like a nice house. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's like some abandoned crack house dump somewhere. It's like a really nice place. So that's scary. I haven't gotten any more insight into it. It's the same freaking dream every time, so I don't know. Having terrible dreams, you guys, of a volcano and earthquakes. Earthquakes, plural. Like the volcano, it's not like I'm seeing like a volcano erupts and all these people are dead. It's not like that. But it's a bad eruption. Yeah, dreaming about that. And then earthquakes, you know. And I'm talking like decent seismic earthquakes. Not these little 2.5 bullshit. I'm talking about big stuff. And I can't, when I dream about the earthquakes, here's the thing. When I'm dreaming about the earthquakes, I'm kind of like up here looking down. So I'm seeing everything shake. And even like the last time I had the dream, I think it was last night or the night before, I even like, is it subconsciously or unsubconscious? I don't know. In my dream, I'm even like zeroing in, trying to figure out like, where is this? You know what I mean? I can't tell where it is because all I can see are like buildings and streets, and I'm like way up high and I'm looking down and I'm seeing everything shaking. It doesn't appear to be like, it doesn't look like, you know, a third world country to where you can look down and look at the streets and they're dirt and you can tell, you know, that there's a lot of poverty in the area. It doesn't look like that. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, it looks more like the US, you know, or Canada, I guess. So that's kind of scary because it's like major earthquakes, plural. I see 3 different ones. And it's kind of like I'm up way up here, excuse me, and I'm looking down, and then like that one's done, and then I flash and I'm over here at a different location. It's like, and then I blank out and then over at a different location, like that. So it doesn't give me, like I even, hold on, am I missing something? Yeah, there are no easy answers, unfortunately. I remember you saying that about Brian Laundrie, not that or like, yeah. Gotta go. We'll catch the rest on replay. Bye, Jenna. Bye, honey. Thank you so much for the earrings. I love them. Thank you. Thank you. TMZ, the U.S. Army reservist used to hang out with his former lover at the bowling alley and bar and grill in Lewiston. Oh. Maybe that's the connection. Is it the big one? I don't know, but I can just tell you, it's kind of hard for me to explain, but I can tell in the dreams that there's a lot of devastation. Like, and it's not just like simple, the building shake and it's done. It's like the building shake and everything starts to give and everything starts crumbling, and then I flash and then I'm in a different place. You know what I mean? So, and unfortunately I can't see. I've tried in my dreams to like zero in to see, are there palm trees? Is there water? You know, is it the desert? Like, you know, trying to figure out like a location, and I can't see anything except like major cities, like buildings and streets. You know what I mean? So like tall, well, all right, let me back up. The first one I see, there are tall buildings, okay? And they look to be like high-rise apartments or high-rise condos, okay? The second one, it looks more of like an industrial area. So it looks more of like I'm looking at businesses, like high-rise businesses, right? The unfortunate thing is all 3 that I'm seeing, they could be the same daggone town. I'm just in 3 different areas of it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I've gotten pretty good at, I don't know how, but I can zoom in my dreams. I can kind of zoom in and look at details and stuff. Sometimes sometimes. Not all the time. Not every dream. But in a lot of them, I've been able to do that. So I'm hoping if I continue to have these, which I've had the dream like, I think 9 times, okay? So I'm hoping if in fact I have the dreams again, maybe I can zoom in a little more and try to figure it out if it's all the same location or if it's 3 different locations, because I don't know. My sister had a visitation dream of her mom. She explained it to me. I told her she needed to remember what mom said to her because it was a message. It took her a day and she remembered. Oh, good. That's awesome. That is so good. I love when people share that with me. Like, I love to hear that because you don't know how many people I've come in contact with that I'm like, you know, do everything you can to try to remember your dreams. You know, talk to your loved one that's passed. You know, meditate about it, pray about it, whatever you feel comfortable with, because they come through, our loved ones come through so many times in dreams, you know. And a lot of times it's like really crucial messages, you know what I mean? So yeah. Pacific Northwest, yeah, I don't know. I wish I knew, CPO. The message was that mom is okay. It made my sister cry. Aww, that's awesome. Aww. Acapulco or Mexico City has volcanoes. Who's out there honking? Seattle has a few volcanoes ready to blow. Mount Rainier, Mount Hood, Portland, Mount St. Helens. Yeah, I don't know. I bet it's in California. It could very well be. Hey, seriously, so what's up? What up, mama? What up? You guys, you know Ken. She's on her cruise. Yay! I'm so excited for her. I'm so glad she went. I'm glad she didn't miss her flight, and I hope she's having a blast. And I hope if you're watching, because you'll probably watch this once you get back home, I hope you had fun drinking Malibu slap you in the face. I love the Pacific Northwest, but I cannot live there. When Mount Rainier blows, residents will have 30 minutes before the pyro will hit. Wow, that's crazy. That's like no time at all, you know? You think, oh, that's plenty of time, but it's not. You know, you feel like, okay, I gotta pack up my important paperwork. You know, y'all pack that shit up and have it ready, because you never know when you need to grab it. Hey, Lisa, what's up? We better hope Yellowstone doesn't blow. If it does, we're all fucked. Yeah, true. Very true. Go Ken. So you guys, here's what I wanted to know. Oh, I better talk about this first. Hold on. Okay, I'm still having the dreams about the guys landing. Hubby and I, he turns me around, and then I turn around and I see people landing. Still having that stupid dream. You guys, I had a dream last week about Joe Biden, and he fell. You know, that could definitely happen. Right? So that doesn't surprise me. But here's what does surprise me. And I don't even think I told hubby this. Last night, I dreamt about Vladimir Putin. And in my dream, I couldn't tell if he was passed out or if he was dead. It was like, so if you had, hold on.
I saw something about. Saw something about that today.
Really?
That there's speculation that he might be dead.
Wow.
I don't know. Of course, I don't know, but I meant to tell you that.
Wow. Did you guys hear that?
So, did you dream that or something like that?
Was it? I'm trying to think if it was last night or 2 nights ago that I had that dream. Yeah. But here's the thing. So let me explain this. So there was like a stage and there were a ton of people, right? And then off stage on the side, I see this guy laying there and there are people around him. There was a guy like sitting on his knees and he was like, it sounded like he was praying, but it wasn't English. He wasn't speaking English, so I don't know. There was a guy with a stethoscope. And I finally realized, oh, that's Vladimir Putin, right? So I don't know if he was dead or if he had passed out. I don't know. But hubby just said he saw something that somebody said that they thought maybe Vladimir Putin had died. This is the first I'm hearing. But that was just bizarre because I don't normally dream about him. And I don't normally dream about Biden. So that was the other thing. It was bizarre. You guys, I'm pouring sweat. It's so hot in here. Let me get my little fan on because it's so damn hot. It was bizarre that oh, that's the color one. It was bizarre that I dreamt about Putin and I had previously dreamt about Biden because I don't ever dream about either one of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was bizarre, so I don't know. Just bizarre. Just take note. Traffic jam. New Mexico has volcanoes. Yeah. Ken posted a picture on Facebook from our vacation. It was of a cat. Figures. She's so funny. I read today they think he had a heart attack. Putin? They think Putin had a heart attack? Maybe that's what he was talking about. Hope you're having a blast, Ken. Yeah. Yay, kid. Hey, Breezy, what's up, mama? What's up? Yeah, so dreamt about Biden, dreamt about Putin. But here's the thing, I don't feel like Putin's dead, and just like I don't feel like Biden's dead. So that's not to say it's not going to happen, though, because unfortunately I do have those dreams a lot. But is the creepy guy from chat leaving you alone? Update. Yes, so far, so good. Haven't heard anything else from him. So I would imagine if he's smart, he will leave me alone. I don't think he wants to deal with the authorities at this point in his life. So hopefully he'll leave me, the HE double two fix, alone. So far, so good. Yeah. I heard that too. He's gone. Putin? Really? Did you hear that? Is that what you're talking about, Pat? Thanks, Lindsay. Yeah. Guy's just a piece of shit, y'all. Pat, are you talking about Putin? God, you guys, it is so freaking ass hot in here. Oh my God, you guys, listen. See these nails? Freaking things have been on for over a week. One did come off tonight when I was making dinner. But these have been like really good nails. I was like, wow, that's impressive. They're just those little press-on thingies, I don't know. Okay, yeah, so here's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about possibly, I don't know yet, y'all, possibly, I was kind of thinking about maybe I would only do Friday Night Live like 2 Fridays a month and then pop on like, you know, randomly like on a Saturday or at a different time, because not all, look at my hair, you guys, it's like, ugh. I'm like sweating so bad. It's so gross. You know, because everybody's in different time zones. So my thinking is, you know, if I do it like twice a month and then I pop on like a Saturday here and there or a Tuesday night or a Tuesday afternoon or daytime, you know what I mean? Like, I might do that. I don't know. I gotta think about it. I don't know, y'all. What the heck? Yes, body double, probably wishful thinking. Oh. Wow. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. It was just a bizarre dream. Just tell me when, I'll be there. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, I wanna do it like, I'm just thinking, because when I do Friday Night Live, don't get me wrong, I love doing Friday Night Live. But I would love it just as much if it were on Saturday night, you know, or Saturday afternoon, you know what I mean? I'm just thinking like, you know, because I feel so bad like when I cancel. So, I don't know. I'm going to keep thinking about it. We'll see. We'll see.
I think it gives people more options.
Yeah. Yeah, hubby said he thinks it gives people more options. And that's what I'm thinking. Like, you know, like Breezy, who's up at the crack of dawn, you know, because of her time zone, just to be here. You know, we'll see. Let's see. Sure, whenever. Wishful thinking can't type. I know what you meant. Sure, whenever you feel like it. Aw, thank you, I am. A Telegram post by Russian gossip channel General SRB on October 26th. What's today? Uh-oh. What happened to my phone? Today's the 27th. Okay. Stated that Putin died at his residence in Valdai. What? At 20:42 p.m. Moscow time on Thursday, sparking a coup. I can't say that word in Russia. I know what it means. I just can't say it. I just noticed your earrings. Those are fantastic and also protected. Yes. So let's see. This one's blue, a blue eyeball. And this one's a green eyeball. I gotta fix this one so you can see it. Because no matter how I put it in my ear, it still twists. So I need to fix that. As long as you come on. I didn't think I would make it though when you weren't coming on as much. Totally missed you. Aw, thank you, honey. I missed you guys too, seriously. Source, Newsweek. Oh. Please not Sunday night. Okay, I won't do Sunday night. I knew what you meant. I knew it was Newsweek. I loved when you did the few live readings on missing people, but no, it takes a lot of energy. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind, like, you know, coming on, opening myself up and, you know, at a random time during the week and doing that. I would totally do that. You know, I would like doing that. I'm just like, I don't know, it's just bizarre when I'm communicating with spirit. So I always just feel so self-conscious. Like, so when I'm on video doing it, when I'm on live doing it, it's like, I just am so self-conscious, you know? Yeah. It would be fine with me too. I always hop on when I see your name. Anytime it's fine. Oh, thank you, Pat. Coup d'etat. Yeah. I can never, I have to like see it written different ways so I can pronunciate it because I'm a dumbass. How is Mr. V's finger? You guys. Okay, so it's healing, but he's having to, you know, type on his laptop for work, and unfortunately, so it's bleeding because there's so many spots where it didn't like heal completely shut because there wasn't enough skin. So it's like bleeding and it's opening up, and he's like losing like from like there down, he's losing all the skin. It's like turning black, and he's gonna lose it all. And y'all, I love, you know, gore and guts and all that, but for some reason, his finger just gets to me. I don't know why. It's so weird, because I can sit there and eat a meal and watch like blood, guts, gore. It doesn't bother me at all. But his fingers like getting to me. I'm like, ugh. So yeah, it's healing, but, and he's, you know, the hand surgeon said, why is this not working? Oh, probably because it's dead, because I didn't frickin' charge it, dummy. That's why it's not working. I'm sitting here wondering why it's not working. Well, hello. So yeah, so it's just creepy, gross, because you love it. Exactly. He has a special needs finger now. Yes, he does. He's handy capable with his little finger. Oh my God, earlier he was like, do you have some kind of like you know, I was like, nail file. I think you call it an emery board, which I don't think I've heard anybody call it that since like the 70s or 80s. So he was like, he was filing it down. And it already looks horrible. So I was like, it's creepy. It's just creepy, y'all. It's just creepy. Oh my God, I gotta put my hair up better because it's like, oh, Louise. It is so hot out, but I saw like by Halloween it's supposed to be like 60 during the day, and it's supposed to be like 30 at night or something. So fall's coming. I mean, our leaves are just now slightly starting to change. Like they're not falling off the trees, you know. My rose bushes, I had to run to the pharmacy yesterday. Hubby needed eye drops. I can talk. And I was coming back in and I was like, oh my gosh, my rose bushes. They're like in full bloom, just gorgeous, you know, because they're so damn confused. Apparently they didn't get the memo that it's the end of October, you know. And then, you guys. So, we have a big pond out back. They're draining the pond. They got out over 1,000 turtles and moved them. They're draining all the water out, and it is so freaking disgusting. First of all, it's so damn loud. It is so loud. They have these huge, pieces of equipment out there, and it's so loud. And then I walked out on the back deck, and I was like, oh, what in the hell? Like, the smell, it was horrible. I don't know what the hell the smell is, but it's disgusting. And they're constantly like, I say constantly, let me rephrase that. They work from like 8 to 11, and then they're on break. And then they work from like 1:30, 2 o'clock to like 3 to 4:30. Today they were out of here by 3. So, and it stunk. I was amazed that there were no cars in there. I mean, since we've lived here, a bunch of cars have went in there, but they've gotten them out. So I was amazed that there were no like cars, bodies, luggage, miscellaneous shit. But the problem is, here's the problem. There's so much sludge, right, that you would literally have to dig for hours just to even see if there was anything like below the surface. I mean, you're talking 30 years of that pond not being touched, nothing being done to it. So it was gross. Gross, y'all. Gross, I tell you. By the way, I'm eating right now. When I'm talking about all the blood and gore. Yeah. Poor guy, heal it up. I know, right? Mr. B can be Captain Hook for Halloween. There you go. There you go. Yeah, we went to see his sister, I don't know, last weekend, and she was like, hey, Gimpy. Ew. Yes. It was for sure. Any dead bodies? No, not so far. They have not found any dead bodies. This just took a turn down Halloween. Right? But seriously, I was like, what are they going to find out there? And it was also so bizarre because when the cars would go down the embankment into the pond, they would sink, right? They would, you could see the back end of them, like the end of them, but it literally, the pond was like 5 foot deep. But there was so much sludge. It was so sludgy and disgusting. That's where, the cars were being buried down in the sludge, It's just gross. And they're building like a road around it. So I guess so that they're emptying it, getting all the trash out of it supposedly. I don't know how the heck they're going to do that because it's just disgusting. Because what would happen, okay, so what would happen is if we got a lot of rain, the rain would wash off the road down into the pond. And then it would stop raining and there would be like bottles, cans, crap everywhere. And then that stuff would just like, had nowhere to go, so it would just go down in the sludge, basically. So I guess the EPA came in and said it had to meet specifications. So they're like getting all the stuff out of it and they're re-irrigating it, landscaping around it, building like a road around it so that if they have issues in the future, they can drive heavy equipment around it safely. They took the damn like bulldozer or whatever the hell it's called and they rode over the trees and like destroyed the trees and got rid of them. And I was like, because those trees are where all the geese lay their eggs and where all the baby bunnies were and where all the squirrel, you know, and I'm like, did you have to do that? So yeah, so it's just, it stinks, you guys. It literally stinks. Remember that recovery team that was finding missing people in their cars underwater like Kaylee? They fell apart. Yeah, I do remember them actually. Didn't like, the guy who started it like got accused of something? Something with like hurting his niece or something. I don't know, something like that. Victoria, can you add Robin Pope to your list? She and her Great Dane were drowned in 2013 and her husband is suspected. Oh yeah, Kylie Rodney. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, honey. Yes, I will, Tammy, for sure. Go as your pond for Halloween. That would be so easy. Just go looking like a big old piece of shit. It's so gross. So gross. Okay, let me see. Robin Pope. You guys, so I have been, let me tell you, because I think she's trying to come through, so let me just explain it a little bit of a backstory. Yes, pedo. Oh, yeah. Okay. That is the same. Okay, so there's this little girl I've been trying to connect with, right? To do a video about it. Yeah. So I've been trying to connect with her and I can't get her to connect. I cannot get her to connect. And then this afternoon she was trying to come through. But it's like she's there, but she just can't quite get through. She can't quite connect. So yeah, I feel her trying to come through. Hold on. I'm trying to do two things at one time, which is not easy for me, let me tell you. Could you move Crystal Rogers up on your list? I could definitely do that. They arrested her boyfriend? Ooh. Wow. Okay, sorry. So this little girl's name is Heaven Ross. Yeah. And I've not been able to connect with her, but this is her trying. She's trying, but we're not getting anywhere. I was kind of... Okay. Sorry, trying to get her to come through, and it's just, I just am not... Do you believe Jordan Vandersloot's confession on how things happen with Natalie? No. No, I don't. Hey, Devon. Hey, welcome. I don't. I know that he killed her, right? I know that much. I think he strangled her. I don't believe how he said she's in the water. He just put her out in the water. I don't believe all that. I did a video on it. Check it out. I don't believe anything the guy says. The guy's just like a piece of shit. Big old piece of shit. So yeah, I don't believe anything he has to say. Okay, anyway, this little girl, Heaven. Why do you call her Heavenly? Did I do a reading? Did I do a video on a little girl named Heavenly? Why is that sticking in my mind? I don't know. Anyway, she's trying to come through, but it's just not quite there. And they found her body, this little girl, Heaven. Oh, the train's coming. They found her body December 19th of 2006, which is my birthday. So I'm going to do a video about it if I can connect with her. But let me just tell you, so what I was getting, okay, I won't go into all of it, but I was getting that, and I felt like she was probably the one that was guiding me to feel this, if that makes any sense. Just like a lot of times spirit guides me to where I have dreams. I feel like a lot of the time they guide me and they're trying to point me in the right direction of what's going on. So I was getting that whoever was responsible for her death, okay, they have already talked to this guy. I feel like this guy has been on their radar. And what I was being shown was that, so, excuse me, you know how they assign many different detectives to cases, right? So you could have a missing persons case and they could have 3 detectives on the case. They could ultimately find the body of that person. They have 3 detectives on that case, okay? So in her situation, I think that one of the detectives knows that this guy did it. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, there's not enough evidence. So it's kind of been pushed aside. But I feel like the totality of the whole department, okay, so the whole police department that's responsible for her case, I feel like they all know who did it. It's a point of having the evidence, right? And I feel like that's what's going on. I feel like, so she, keeps trying to come through, and I feel like it's obviously important. She obviously has something important to say. You know what I mean? And she just keeps trying, and I just keep hoping, like, over time, eventually she'll be able to come through. So hopefully that's what's going to happen. Because it's just another one of those horrible cases. Like, why are all these little kids being abducted, murdered? You know what I mean? It's just so sad. Heaven Lachey Ross. Yeah, Shay. That, for some reason I kept thinking Heavenly, but Shay is what she goes by. Yeah. But I always think of her by the name Heaven. I don't know why. Go figure. Maybe because she's in heaven. I don't know. Heaven Lachey Ross went missing 20 years ago when she was 11 years old. She was later found dead in an abandoned house in the Holt area. Yeah. I kept... Did you hear that? I don't know what the hell that was. That was bizarre. I kept... Yeah, I keep going back to, they know who this is. Like, they've already been looking at him. You know what I mean? That's... Y'all okay in there? You remodeling rooms now? Sounds like they're in there remodeling something. But yeah, so she's trying to come through, but I'm not getting her all the way through, so that sucks. But yeah. So, yeah. That's... I don't know. There's like... That's what I was going to say. There's something that I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know. I'll stop talking about it now. Okay, so Tammy, are you the one that told me about mom of 8 kids a couple of weeks ago? Are you the one on here on Friday Night Live that was telling me about mom of 8 kids on YouTube? I think it was you. Let me tell you. This lady is bizarre. Let me just say, so she posted, I don't know, like 6 weeks ago. She posted that her husband had just died. Turns out her husband died in July. Yeah, okay. She has 8 kids. You guys, wait till you hear this. So she sees her husband, her and her kids. She homeschools the kids, if you want to call it that, because bless her heart, I don't think she's very smart. I don't mean that in a bad way, but she's not very smart. Yeah, the Mormon lady. I think she's Mormon. I don't know. So her and her 8 kids see her husband, their dad, on the freaking kitchen floor, right? And they just like walk around him, walk past him like it's nothing. Because the lady said, oh, he's done that before. He takes these heavy duty medications and he just falls asleep and snores. He was snoring. So sorry you guys, sorry. So they continue just to walk over their dad. She walks past her husband and on the kitchen floor and does nothing. Eventually something tells her to check him, and apparently it's too late. He's dead. So she had told her like 16 and 18-year-old or 20-year-old and 18-year-old, but she hadn't told any of the other kids that their dad was dead. The video came out like 6 weeks ago. Her husband died in July. So then it was like, they take her husband to the hospital. They try to resuscitate him. They can't. He dies. He was basically already dead. So the police want to question her. So of course they're questioning her, whatever. And then CPS, she's in Canada. That's what it is. She's in Canada. So maybe she's not Mormon. I don't know. Her husband was 70 and she had just turned 40, and they'd been together for 20 years. He had apparently isolated her from her family and his family. So they have like no family, no friends. They just he just kept her to himself, I guess. I don't know. It's just so sad, you guys. So CPS comes in. Her house is freaking filthy. Like, I mean filthy. I'm not talking about toys strewn along. I'm talking about like filthy. I looked back on one of her videos where she was heating something up in the microwave and I about threw up. It was disgusting. My microwave got really bad. I had to wash it the other day. It was disgusting too, but not like that. Ugh. Not like that. Her refrigerator, disgusting. The floor, disgusting. The walls. And these poor little babies are like wallering around. She has like an 8-month-old and a 2-year-old, and they're like wallering around in this filth on the floor. It was disgusting. So CPS got involved. They didn't take her kids. Then somebody from on YouTube called the police on her and said, so apparently when her husband was laying on the kitchen floor dying, she took a video of him. What? You took the time to take a video of him on the floor when he was, quote, snoring, like you said, when really he was dying. But you couldn't freaking call 911 for help. You couldn't get him help. I mean, so somebody ultimately called the police, though. She had to be questioned again, and it's just so freaking sad. Like, she has no money. He's dead, so she doesn't get his, whatever money he was getting from being disabled. She doesn't get that money anymore. Apparently, he was popping like tons of narcotic pills and then passing out on the floor and driving. He's the only driver. She doesn't drive. I think the two older sons drive. So he was like driving her to the grocery store with the kids in the car. It's effed up, y'all. Like, this lady, and then she's like, we locked ourselves in our house and we cleaned our house for hours. It didn't look like the house had ever been cleaned since she lived there, lady. Like, sorry, ma'am, but it didn't. And listen, my house is not clean by any freaking means, okay? It's not clean. But it's definitely not disgustingly filthy to where it looks like someone just threw up all over the place. Excuse my French, but it just looked like somebody got sick down the walls, all over the carpet, all over the floor. It was horrible. It was just bad. Do you feel like she killed him? No, I don't think she killed him. It's mom of 8 kids, yeah. I don't think she killed him, but I just don't understand, like, just being so stupid, excuse me, I don't know how else to say it, but so stupid that you just let your husband lay there and frickin' die. And then you don't tell your kids? So then she said she didn't know how to tell her kids. And she was doing these videos, posting them as if he had just died. Like, she did one that said, like, 29 hours ago I lost the love of my life. When really it had been like months before when he died. Okay? So she was posting all this, trying to build up a YouTube channel based on the fact that she had 8 kids and lost her husband. And when I glanced back at some of her videos, it just disgusted me. Like, she was showing herself, okay, like microwaving this for dinner, and she would show, like, you know, if you want to be frugal, this is what I do to make money stretch. Since we don't have any money, we're poor, you know, so we make our food stretch by doing A, B, and C, which is a great idea, right? But the fridge was so disgusting. The microwave was so disgusting. It was just nasty. Like, how are these kids not sick? You know what I mean? And she kept talking about how we don't go anywhere except the grocery store, and we don't have any friends, so nobody comes in our house. And it's like, then you and you alone are the one responsible for this filth, right? I'm sorry that you have 8 kids. I'm sorry that your husband is 70 years old and died. Like, I'm sorry that he kept you from his family and your family. I'm sorry that he did this to you, but you're a grown-ass woman of 40 years old. You have 8 freaking kids to take care of. Grow up. You know what I mean? Like, grow up. And the sad thing is, she would have a great chance at a great YouTube channel, you know, with frugal tips and how to save money and this, that, and the third, if she would clean her damn house up. But at this point, like, she's going to have to paint the entire house. She's going to have to put new flooring down because it's so damn dirty and disgusting. And how she still has custody of those kids, I will never understand. I mean, now, here in the United States, we all know CPS is overworked and underpaid, and I'm sure they're that way in Canada. And I apologize for not knowing what they're called in Canada, but here they call it CPS, Child Protective Services. And like I said, I know they're overworked and underpaid, but they came to her house in Canada. They saw, right? And she said, oh, I mean, they had a video at 2 a.m. when her husband was still alive. At 2 a.m. and they're like, oh, it's 2 a.m. and the baby just fell asleep. Okay, so this baby's laying in this guy's arms, and the guy looks like his great-grandpa. I'm sorry, but he does. And it's bright as shit, and the TV is blaring on like some rock band's concert. Well, no damn wonder your poor baby just got to sleep. It's so damn loud and all the lights are on. Like, what the hell? And then she's like, well, we don't put our baby in a crib. Our baby sleeps with us. And it's like, okay, but do you not have time to like vacuum the floor and mop and like paint or something? Like, you know, the girl, I'm sorry, the lady's a freaking whack job. There's something so wrong with her. And she homeschools her kids? How? And listen, I'm not trying to be rude or throw anybody under the bus. I know that's a horrible thing that her husband is gone. I feel bad for that aspect of it. And for her 8 kids, I feel horrible for them. You know, that their dad's dead. But it just blows my mind that their dad died in front of them on the frickin' cold floor in the damn dirty, nasty ass kitchen. How does she still have custody of these kids? Like, mom of 8 kids, if you guys get a second. Yeah, she was 20 and he was 50. Yeah. He just died. She's 40. He's 70. Yeah. I mean, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. I just looked through her thumbnails, got to the toenail videos, and quit. Gross. I know, right? It's nasty. Yes, I believe she may have grown up in a similar environment, and this guy took advantage of her and controlled her completely. And that, no doubt in my mind, I can tell you, she was definitely in an abusive relationship. And I don't mean that he was beating shit out of her. But he did keep her from her family and from his family, kept her in a little bubble, in their own little teeny house, and she has like nobody outside, you know? But it's just, I mean, what choice does she have? If she wants to keep custody of her kids, she needs to freaking pull herself up by the bootstraps, dust the fuck off of herself, dust the fuck off of her house, clean the shit out of that house, and be a grown-ass woman and do something. You know what I mean? Like, go check one of her videos out, you guys. I'm just like absolutely blown away at how she's just crazy. I don't know. If you watch his rants, you see he was completely wacko. Oh, I'm seeing that. Wow. I can't watch stuff like that. Will the kids get SS from their dad? They said like whatever he was getting, because he was considered disabled, that they wouldn't get. And I'm like, really? There's got to be something in Canada to where, because she was like, well, we have our place to live, so wherever they're living, she can stay there. Like, it's not going to cost her anything. But I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. If he was on like disability here in the States, once he died, the kids would divide half of the money that he made monthly, and that would become their money. So I don't know. I don't know how it works over there. It's just crazy, y'all. He was crazy too. You're right. He was a wackadoo as well. Some of the shit that he said, and like I would watch like bits and pieces of videos, and I'm like, he's just creepy. Like, he was a creepy dude. I just, yeah. Just Canada have Social Security. I don't know. And kept her pregnant. Exactly. I mean, she literally was barefoot and pregnant for how many years? You know, and I feel bad for her because she seems so like simple and innocent. But here's the thing, you guys. She was smart enough that she tried to put it out there that he had just passed, and she was trying to build a YouTube channel based on her mourning, her grief from losing her husband of 20 years, right? So she was smart enough to be able to do that on YouTube. So I'm thinking, maybe she's not as dumb as she looks, you know? Like, maybe she knew exactly what she was doing, because it wasn't until somebody called her out on it and said, wait a minute, your husband died in freaking July. He didn't just die in September. He died back in July, because she was saying she hadn't told her kids. The only two that knew it were the older two. But the other ones thought he was still in the hospital and that he was going to come home one day, because she came home after she gave birth. I'm like, what? It's crazy, y'all. Freaking crazy. Hey, no excuses. Hey. Grumpy Owl, hey, you do have social support. Okay. Okay, we call it Social Security here, so, okay, so it's basically like the same thing. So she's not gonna be without then. I mean, that would mean that her 8 kids would get like hell. She's saying that, oh no, I don't know. It's just sad because it's just bad. She's just, I don't know what's up with her. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get off here. And I feel bad because No Excuses just got here. I'm sorry, No Excuses. Come back and watch the rerun of the video so you get caught up on everything. Yeah. All right, you guys. So the Murdoch video, hubby just got done editing it right before I came on. It's a really long as crap video because I had to like go over all the background and crap. So it's going to be a long video. It's like an hour long, you guys. I'm telling you, it's a long video. But yeah, it's a long freaking video. So yeah. All right, guys, have an amazing week. I'll get that Murdoch video up. I got a couple more I'm working on. I actually have 6 that I'm working on right now. I'm trying to get everything done because, you know, I'm going to the Bahamas at the end of November. So I'm trying to get everything done and get on track. So
There's chapters in this one.
oh yeah, hubby's all excited. Just so you know, he did chapters in this Murdoch video, so you can like.
My tail.
He worked his tail off.
I have no ass now.
You had no ass before. What are you talking about? All right, guys. Everybody have a great week. Love you guys. Bye. Let me see if I can figure out how to get off here. I always have a hard time getting off of here. Wah, insurance.